Hello, everybody. Welcome to another night of Dungeons and Dragons with me, your hostess and dungeon master, Lady D004. And with me tonight, as always, we have our friends and players. Yes. So let's get started with some introductions here. All right, Cheryl, if you could go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, they, them pronouns. I play Wayra Evenos, the half-orc bard.
And Dragon.
Hello, I am Dragon Master Outcast. He, him pronouns. I play Usna Soulsight, the Null Barbarian.
And Zul.
Hey, it's Zool, he, him pronouns, and I play Avne de Beauvau, the Cockatiel Kenku Paladin.
He might actually be playing Fat Albert with that intro, but whatever.
Damn right.
And Salix.
Hello, I'm Salix, and I play Fringle Numbles, the gnome cleric.
And Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan, pronouns are he, him, and I play Jacques, the lizardfolk ranger.
And Mega.
Hello, my name is Mega, he, him, his, and I play the character Nova Amberley, the lonely Fire Genasi wizard.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Isatin is fucking dead.
This is gonna
Okay.
be bad.
So
This is yeah.
let's peel the band-aid off. We ready to get into it?
I
All right.
guess.
All right. Well, when last we left the group of Wayra the half-orc bard, Uznar the Null barbarian, Avne the Kenku paladin, Shaq the lizardfolk ranger, and Nova the fire genasi wizard, they had just defeated even more abominations in the sewers. This time they saved the town of Amworth from the foul beings known as the Children of Abzazel. Victorious, they contacted their benefactor, Balthor Bolton Blount, to tell him the news. They found, however, that he had news of his own to share with the group and requested them to meet at the safe house in Knack. Upon arrival, they found Blount speaking with Mac and Rathbone with grim expressions on all their faces. Noticing the party had arrived, they silently elected the Knoll Paladin to deliver the news. Excuse me just a moment. Reluctantly, Rathbone moved over to the party members, holding a folded red cloth in his hands. He approached Nova and unfurled the cloth to reveal a blue, black, and white feather, and simply said, "I'm sorry." But the rest of the message was clear. Islington Rising Star was no more. We resume the story at that painful moment. So, Nova.
What?
I'm sorry, he's gone.
But he can't be, right? Because he said he'd come back. I... And you can sort of see as he is like, as his eyes are starting to water. And even like just takes a few steps back from the group as he just looks lost for a moment. Hey, hey. And Nova starts flickering. First his hair, then his arms, then his torso.
Like flickering
As-
how?
And now Nova's body is on fire.
Oh shit.
Ah!
Wayra is backing up very quickly.
Usna stands up from his table, walks over to Nova, and just and just hugs him.
Rathbone
These
similarly
are not gentle flames, by the way.
Rathbone
He's actually
similarly
hurt.
braves the flames and goes towards you for a hug as well. So you're getting hugged by 2 gnolls right now.
No, but I'm so sorry.
And even though the scent of singed fur is just filling the air right now, Rathbone continues to hold you.
So does Usna.
Blount, and Mac, either of you? Did you get water for the poor boy?
Yeah, I'll. Oh, I forgot Mac's accent for a second. All right, yes, I'll. And Mac comes towards the group and presents a water glass from nowhere. We might need more than that if he keeps going, though.
Of course.
It just continues.
Yeah, Usna, stay there until Nova's calm down.
Daphne will hug him.
Okay, Avne and Uznar, you each take 3 fire damage.
I don't care, it's fine.
Probably have my dice out. But I didn't plan on doing a whole lot of rolling. Alright, so this continues on for quite some time, and even Forrest is trying to get closer. For those of you watching at home, by the way, Forrest's player was unable to make it tonight. Forrest tries to approach cautiously, but not wanting to get burned herself. She can't really quite close the distance.
Jack is gonna step away and kind of give Nova and the others some room, but he's gonna keep an eye on all of them.
And he's just gonna keep mumbling apologies under their breath.
Mac produces. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, you go first.
Mac produces from nowhere what looks like a blanket that's slightly sodden, a little bit wet, and maneuvers his way around Rathbone and just tries to wrap Nova in it to both quench the flames and also to provide some comfort.
Nova isn't really in the mental state to stop him.
All right, so
at this point, when I see that Avne and Rathbone have got this, I break off from Nova, and turn around to Blount. Blount, was it creatures? Creatures or an actual cultist? What murdered him?
Who did this?
We think it was Braxton and his lieutenants. And he's not the
Yeah,
only he's not the only
Yeah, there's-
casualty.
Who else
else?
was down there with Islington?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What else? Who else was down there with Islington?
Well, Ixander is gone. Deadeye Dundweller is gone. Carduin is gone. Momo. And he's starting to get a little... He's holding a steady face, but he's starting to get a little obviously upset. Kajoa's gone. Rumcha is gone. And Hamish the Friar was also found deceased.
Are you saying everyone we know is gone?
I believe.
Wayward just kind of stumbles back and collapses into one of the chairs.
I'm afraid so.
Just Amish the Friar?
Is that above game?
I don't know. I don't think I ever. Did we meet that friar? or was that-
Yeah, okay, so everybody did briefly meet him. He was accompanying the caravan to the Knack from Bend after the fire.
Ah, okay.
But the players that were part of Team Woof, so Wayra, Uznar, Fringle, and Forrest, they did meet him in one of the small villages that they helped save.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't a omnipresent NPC, but he was there a couple times.
Okay. I was just curious.
With all of them gone, the Montrose Association, as we know it, is no more.
So what do you suppose our next move is?
Well, given our losses, we have to rally what we do have and try to make a concentrated strike. However, if all of them had failed, I don't... And he stops, he's getting a little bit choked.
Take your time, sir.
I don't believe any of us would survive.
Now hold on a second. If they're all dead, did they all just fight to the death? Did none of them think to run away?
I believe they were all overwhelmed before they could run away. In fact, I don't know if I should share this detail or not.
Just quietly just just covers Nova's ears.
The only thing we found of Islington was his left arm.
Dear God.
And everyone else was just butchered.
So what do we have left?
Pretty much everyone in this room.
We have Axton.
Arkston
He's-
is not part of this.
Oh, I know.
He's made it
He
clear
doesn't
he's
like-
part of his own thing.
Right, but he's hunting for Braxton. And if we tell him that Braxton is with the others, he can join us. If he gets here.
I'm gonna say we shouldn't rely on. I think Axton's gonna do what Axton's gonna do. We may bump him into him again, but I don't think we should rely on him.
No. And that's my feelings on it as well. And he moves to the center of the room and seems contemplative.
So by this point, the rage that was Nova's flames has died down to more of a whimper, and he looks up and finds everyone surrounding him. What?
We're here for you in your time of need, Nova.
So where is the cloth and the feather at this point?
It's been set on the table nearby.
So Nova walks over to the table, picks them both up, and he disappears.
As in just suddenly vanishes, or?
Dimension door.
Okay.
Jack is gonna move over to Blunt.
Same with Usna.
Hmm.
So how we gonna move into the next round?
We should do so by scouting. We seem to be lacking that sort of thing. We should have just kind of walking to where we're told that's where monsters or cultists will be, and then we meet face to face with what we meet. We should do some proper scouting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, to keep us on the back foot, and we only play reactionary. We need to get a good. We need to break. We need to put them back a step and actually go on the attack. We can't keep playing defense.
Unknown to anybody else, Forrest has left the room. Just letting y'all know that. But Blount holds up his hand for a second as if saying, "Hold on a second," and he clutches his head with his other hand. Oh. Another mercenary group that I had hired for this was successful, but suffered heavy casualties. I believe you may have met them. Blueford, Orin, Greenleaf, and I forget the last one.
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton was the only survivor.
What were they doing? In Seoul?
No, they weren't in Seoul. That's where Islington's party was. They were they were across the river in Old Harbor.
What do you know what they came across there?
I assume the same things that you all came across. The hell was that?
That was my phone deciding to randomly make noise.
Okay.
You should no longer randomly make noise. I've turned off all sound.
I should do that.
At this point, Usna just starts heading to the door of the bookshop. Just starts heading to the door of the bookshop of the safe house.
Mhm.
Safe house. He goes, "I'm going for a walk to think 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 of think of something for 5 minutes. I'll be back when I'm back.
Before you go, Blount raises his hand, and it emits a white glowing light. Anybody who took damage, you now heal for... Come on, brain. You now heal for 11 health.
Yeah.
That brings me up to full. Yay!
Same here.
I feel awful. Blount, we should have all gone as a group. We shouldn't have. If only we were all together instead of... And you can tell that, Rathbone is very shaken, very full of guilt for some reason.
Tell me, Rathbone. Did you all know that Braxton and the others were there?
No, we didn't. We were... Blount and me, we cleared out the sewers in Thent. But...
Alright. Yes, but if we all grouped up into one place and focused on the one place, and only the one place, several other towns would have been swamped by those things. We saved as many as we could, and we all know that fighting these things, there's a kind of a risk that comes with it.
Hmm.
I nearly died myself. I took quite a beating in one of the sewers. But I'm still here, and he looks to the arrow in his arm and just rips it out. And as close to death as I came, I'm still going to fight. I'm still going to hunt. But I know the risks.
Rathbone nods.
It is possible I can contact my clergy and High Warden for reinforcements.
Perhaps.
What happened to Soul?
Soul
I know you said that.
thus far, Soul is intact. I don't believe that they had any invading forces waiting in the sewers, but that's where the group with Islington and Ixander and all those and everybody else had gone. So we can only assume that they ran into Braxton, Bavarian, Castigon, and Burke. Or even just some of them. I have alerted the city guard of Seoul, though, and they are on standby.
Emily's just gonna start praying.
Well, the only thing I can think of doing is trying to get a sense of where they might be going, what places they might have be heading off to. The only way I can think of doing that is tracking them, even if it means going by rumor.
I think for now, things will be quiet enough. Everybody can take the time they need to grieve, mourn, and we'll come up with a plan in the next few days.
We need to not only let Nova mourn, but the rest of us.
I suggest you all get some rest.
Very well.
So everybody goes to their separate rooms, to their to their own rooms, and or like if in the case of Uznar, walk around outside for a bit. Forrest has simply disappeared. So after a night of rest, everyone awakens the following morning.
The first thing Pringle does when he gets up in the morning is he's going to cook a extremely large breakfast for everyone. And considering how much he eats, he's gonna have like 20 helpings of everything.
Okay.
Usna would have just kept walking around the town, just to really get his blood cooled down from all this.
Mm.
All this. So yeah, he would have just in the morning he basically just walks back in from just spending the night out. He's also walking back in with with 2 or 3 bottles of very strong spirits.
Okay.
So I'll probably walk in and see Fringle cooking breakfast.
And Mac, Blount, and Rathbone are just sitting on like the couches near Mac's little quote unquote throne. And Mac and Blount appear to have not slept a wink since last night. And Rathbone probably hasn't, but he looks no worse for wear.
If any of you want anything specific, tell me now. Oh, hello, Usna.
Hey, Fringle just walks over and just puts the bottles of spirits down on the table. Hey, Mac, where do you keep the glasses around here?
Keep them in the kitchen.
Thank you.
I'll grab some.
I'll
Bacon.
help you.
Wait, just request some bacon and eggs because she wants protein. And booze. She definitely wants booze.
Sorting that bit out in a second, love.
Avne does not look good either. They slept really rough.
Fringle, if you wouldn't mind, eggs, bacon, and black pudding for me.
Right. I'll do that, Usna.
Just grabs the glasses off you. Just one glass for everyone. Just walks back over to the table where he put the bottles of spirits down and just starts pouring glasses.
Meanwhile, Fringle will be going around making sure to give everybody a plate of something. And just trying to give everybody food.
Thank you.
Mac, Blount, and Rathbone nod. Thanks.
Nova is currently absent.
Yeah, Jack is still in his room.
Hey, Franco, you don't mind grabbing Jack for me? I'll grab Nova.
Sure.
And Pringle will go over to Jacques' door and knock.
Jack's door is this one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usna will walk over to Nova's and knock.
Okay, let's go with Jack and Fringle first.
Jack? Breakfast?
Jack doesn't really respond, but ignore, and Frinkle would see his weapons and arrows kind of neatly put out on the floor. And it goes, I'll be right down. I just need to finish something up here.
All right. Well, do you want anything specific or just random?
Give me a random assortment.
Okay.
Then Pringle will go back and make sure to give him a lot of meat and stuff.
Very good. All right, Uznar.
Usna just walks up, just knocks on the door and goes, Nova, you decent?
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Look,
true.
I'm coming in. Coming in. Usna opens the door and just shuts it behind him.
So
Just try.
you see Nova curled up on the bed, holding not only the feather from before, but also a small doll in his arms. A very abused doll.
Oh boy, this is rough. Hey, you feeling? No, of course you're not feeling okay. You just lost someone you love. Jeez. Okay. Well. I used to run in a couple of gangs in my youth. Well, technically just when I was 13. Living on the streets of Sharp Sword, you have to live the ways you can. I lost many friends, and people I cared about to the life we lived. Either it was just general gang to gang violence. Some they got lucky on one night, or they died of consumption or took their own lives. In each way, I've kind of came blunt to feel the feelings of mourning in my own way because I've mourned so much. But I still know how hard it is to lose a friend, to lose a loved one, someone you care about. But at the same time, I told myself at the end of the day that they wouldn't want to see me. They wouldn't want to see me curled up on the ball, just waiting for the end to come myself. They would want me to take what has happened and reforge myself, become stronger, and become stronger to take this lesson and not lose, not to anyone. So in a way, I celebrate by continue to stay strong, I celebrate the lives that was been lost. I've got something planned outside for the group to get our spirits back up. I would very much appreciate it if you would join us, Nova, and not mourn Islington's loss by tears, but with smiles. And remember the life that was, not remember the life that was. At this point, Usnar turns around, opens the door, and just closes it softly behind him, and walks back to the table.
Well, Nova, what do you make of all that?
Nova sits up in his bed, contemplating things for a moment, and he, still with the feather and doll in his hands, he makes his way over to the door and exits in his attempt to join the others.
Yeah. At this point, Usna returns to the table and goes, if you all wouldn't mind gathering around here, I've got a drink poured out for everyone.
A little early for alcohol, isn't it?
This is just the way I mourn. I celebrate the lives the lives, not the deaths. And I remember the lives that were lost. I did not know hardly any of them, but you all did. So, instead of us all feeling down to the dumps and defeated about the loss, I propose that we celebrate the lives that were, and send them on to whatever life lays after this one. With drinks and cheer, not dour faces and tears. To our fallen comrades. And Ustan just downs his drink.
Blount and Mac take a glass from the table, as does Rathbone.
I normally don't do this, but the others stand up and take a drink in their hands.
Nova looks down at his drink and copies the knoll.
This is strong whiskey, by the way.
Oh boy.
So
should I be rolling Constitution for that?
Uh-oh.
Wait till we drink.
Pringle will take his and just like sip on it a little bit.
To the Montrose Association.
And Blount and I almost said Osnar. Blount and Rathbone lift their glasses.
Wayra lifts hers.
Yeah, Osnar lifts his as well.
Jack will grab a glass and lift it up.
To their sacrifice. We will not let it go in vain.
They fought to the last.
To the very last breath. With every breath that Morelli gave them into life. We treasure their lives from the first breath to the last. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Afne. Real disappointing thing is now I won't be able to test my strength against Islington.
Oh,
He would have beat you, I'm sure.
he would have kicked your ass. Seriously.
Yeah.
Well. Oh well. Just have to. Oh well. Just have to wait until I meet him in the afterlife to answer that question.
I will say, they made this beyond personal. And we're going to kick their asses.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Raise their glasses again and take another drink.
And drink it like a shot.
So the morning is spent getting drunk.
Oh yeah. I think the party needs.
Yeah,
The party.
party's hammered at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, Jack is drinking and eating, but I don't think the food will counterbalance the alcohol.
Fringle would make sure not to get drunk, but he would very much be giving everybody as much food as they could stand.
I think at some point, Usna would be challenging Rathbone to an arm wrestling contest.
Oh, you're on. Ah.
Avner will be rallying them on.
Roll Uznar, roll an athletics check.
Okay. 18.
Rathbone edges you out with a 19.
Ah,
Come.
dang it.
Ah. It's all on the wrist, my dude. Yeah.
Rathbone,
Yeah.
do you want to have a go?
All right. Ah. The Rathbone and Avne do an arm wrestling, and let's say they do it over here at the drink table.
Yeah.
Roll in athletics.
Shit.
Well, Rathbone didn't roll that good either, but he rolled better than you. So yeah, you are your hand goes firmly against the table in just a couple moments. Yeah.
I will take a shot at you.
Oh, all right. And he goes over to this table where Weira and Jacques are.
Athletics. Don't fail me now. 22.
You get the sense that Rathbone might have overdone it in the last couple contests because he's really struggling to push you down, and he almost gets you, but you're able to rally and push him right back and take him down to the table. Oh, dude, you got me. Oh.
Well done, Jacques. Well done.
That's the blood clot strength.
Nova was originally idly just fingering his doll, but became very attentive when the arm wrestling contest started.
Hey Nova.
What?
Would you like to try?
I guess I could try.
All right.
Go for it. Go on.
Just, I moved it. I didn't realize you moved over. Oops. All right. Let's see what the athletics wizard can get us.
So he locks hands with you, and you feel him pushing, but you're able to overcome it, and you table him in just a couple of seconds. Oh, like I'm wearing out. Oh,
Look, I did it, Avne.
yeah, you won.
You did it. Very well done.
Hey,
You're stronger than Uznar.
That word just happened. That word is just said in the middle as Usna was about to take another drink. Dun, dun. Arms on table.
All right, competing athletics checks.
No, that was the role I was originally expecting.
Yeah, Uznar basically just pump like right to the table as soon as the contest started.
It's just like skips from regular show, just breaks table.
No, that would have happened if Uznar rolled a natural 20, but these tables
That's fair.
are solid. They're made of mahogany.
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 Ow,
It's a
ow,
very
ow,
fine
ow.
material.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, competitive nature kicked in. My bad.
No, it's fine. I would have been disappointed if you held back.
Rathbone puts his hand on your shoulder. You're gonna be all right.
Like
Jeez,
Nova.
it's hard
Nova
to be
nods.
sympathetic in that voice. And he just like stays there seated next to you, continuing drinking with everybody else.
I went easy on you, Rathbone. I want another shot.
How about you challenge me instead?
Yeah, how about you take on Shaq? I think my arm's a little bit tired.
Alright. I'm up for it.
Yeah, with so
Oh,
many men
there
at
we go.
once, it can be difficult to keep your arm going.
God damn it. You hear thunder above as the gods are angry. No,
Shit.
no.
Don't
Alright.
piss off the gods.
Competing athletics
What?
checks.
Is it something I said?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Off 20 for Shaq. And, oh, you got a nat 1.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Avnei, you might have
buzzed.
had a little too many. You are instantly tabled. Hey, I want to see
Ow.
Uznar versus Shaq.
This is not good for my reputation.
Jack is gonna take another drink. You're like, okay, let's see what the dog can do.
All right, Uznar.
Oh, that's right. He stepped away. So we'll wait on that.
Oh, he did? I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
It's all right.
Oh. Yeah, I don't get notifications when somebody sends something to the chat because I got streamer mode on Discord.
Ah, I see. Yes. So it's like pause scene. Next group.
Well,
actually, should I make a con saving throw? Because Jack is drinking.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should do the same.
All right,
See if
so
I get a nat 1 on that too.
all right, Dragon's back. I'll have everybody do con saves in a moment.
Okie
So Uznar,
Yep.
Rathbone has just yelled out that he wants to see you versus Shaq in an arm wrestling contest.
No. I'm not gonna hold back against you, Shaq.
I'm going to hold back against you.
Oh, the disrespect.
Stands on the table. Stands on the other side.
Shaq is just shitting like sitting
Ew,
nonchalantly.
Shaq, there's a bathroom here.
Yep. I put my arm out.
Shaq does the same while also chewing on some bacon.
And it's just like, go, 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 go.
Okay. And as we lock arms, I'm gonna rage.
Oh, you bitch. All right. So,
Nova watches intensely.
Oof.
Gee, Shaq.
Also, remember, Jack is holding back, and he's just eating. So he's not taking this seriously.
Yeah, you table a nonchalant lizard man eating bacon.
Oh no, I lost. Who would have figured that? Oh.
You probably would have. you probably would have put more effort into it if it was you versus another member of your clan.
Ooh.
Actually, I would have. They're worth my strength.
Ooh.
I'm a fire genasi, and I felt that one from here.
We're good, Shax. We're good.
Bravo, bravo.
That was
Maybe this is why people drink.
yeah.
That also to keep the demons out.
Yes, it certainly feels good.
So the day progresses. There are many drinks that are shared amongst the group, and many toasts to all the fallen comrades. Tigajoa, says Blount.
To Kajor.
Kajoa.
Drink.
Yep.
To Xander.
To Alexander.
Yeah.
To Hamish.
To Hamish.
Yeah,
To that guy.
To Momo.
To Momo.
To scary cobalt lady.
Oh, no, her. Okay.
Also accurate.
And who am I missing? I know I'm missing somebody.
Did I?
The Deadeye.
To Deadeye. Easy, they're getting more and more emotional as it goes on.
Jack is eating more and more bacon.
The Cardoan. What, nobody else wants to toast a Cardoan?
Jack is shuffling his Cardoan, yeah.
I believe I never met them, so
Cardoan and Deadeye, they were the ones who arrested you back in Baytheory.
All right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
he arrested me once.
he arrested all of us.
Pringle hasn't been drinking.
Like, if all of you keep drinking, I'm just letting you drop on the floor. I'm not putting you to bed.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Don't worry about that little one. I can do it.
Throw a blanket on me and I'll be fine.
Nova holds out both of his hands, and a small image of Islington appears. To Islington.
To Islington.
Islington.
To Islington.
Listen, Pringle, listen, okay? Excuse me. I have not felt this good in a long time, so I will live with it. You're a good friend, you know that?
Okay.
Just with your magic shield, just hitting people, the monsters, and it's good. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here too, Avney.
I'm glad all of you are here.
But it's a lightweight.
I've had a lot, okay?
Hours pass, and everybody who is drinking is really, really deep in the bottle now. To the point where Mac has actually busted out some of his own private stock and shared it with the group. But Mac has their own single bottle of scotch that they're or whatever the equivalent of Scotch would be in this world where Scotland doesn't exist. Atelli whiskey. There we go.
There you go. I was about to say.
Has his own bottle of whiskey that he's just keeping to himself. Oh, I feel like singing.
Oh. Can any of us sing?
Wayward stumbles off to her room and grabs her lute and comes back.
Oh yes, that's right.
Let's see if I can actually play it.
Not while drunk.
I'm gonna roll that at disadvantage. Let's see.
I want to join you. I want to join you. 1 second. I'm gonna run over into my room and get my loot.
All right, when you guys return. Yeah.
Nope. No, I rolled that at disadvantage.
Oh,
Because I'm
okay.
hammered.
Either you know the
it's
parting
twangy.
glass.
I do get this though.
Yes, you do.
It's just a normal roll for me.
Yes.
Works.
Oh, all right. Okay, you're a little out of key, but I'll work with it.
But Jack is gonna try to like drum on the table to try to keep them in beat.
Roll performance with disadvantage.
Okay. It's better than
You keep an okay beat.
Mm.
For
Can I-
all that money that e'er I spent it in good company. And all I don't remember the words. So since it falls onto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll take with me a parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And that's his song.
Yay! This is going to bite us in the ass later.
Oh, no worries there. We just have to eat rich in protein and drink lots of water. We'll be fine.
And I'm getting so much blackmail.
What is
Pringle,
blackmail?
You wouldn't do that to us. You are a friend.
You are approached by Blount. I have more blackmail on anyone than anybody.
Oh no, I was actually wondering if I should say something really bad. Oh no.
I mean the kind of fun blackmail, like, I watched you do this, not break governments blackmail.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
confused. Most. I think most parchments is like white.
Whoa.
or yellow if it gets old.
I mean, you could be getting mail from a Black Panther, Black Panther, Tabaxi.
I guess it.
Blackmail, my dear Nova, is when somebody has information over you that could cause you some kind of harm, and they keep it secret, often for a price.
Oh, well, I'm not sure how much anyone could have over me, so
Keep it that way, kid.
Well, and DM, I'm gonna roll a con save for myself just to see if Avney can hold something back that they might say.
Go for it.
That's a no. Oh boy, this is gonna get good.
Oh boy.
It's funny you say that, Blount, because I have something on you.
You do?
Burke told me a little thing. It was about you. I don't know if I should be saying this.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution check for myself to see if I'm sober enough to stop Avney.
Okay.
Woo! 24. I'm practically sober.
You can hold your liquor.
Of course, barbarian +6 in Constitution. Usna just walks over to Avne and puts a hand on it and says, Avne, if this is I think this information. I think information and secrets like this is for another time. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I certainly want to hear what you have when you're sober, though.
Yeah.
Blount says as he narrows his eyes at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just casually puts Avne's arm over Usna's shoulder. Come on, pretty bird. Time for you to go to bed.
You think I'm pretty?
Yes, you got very lovely plumage.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Did you know you fell from the sky?
Yes, and I sucker punched. I wish that sucker punch on Castigon was fatal at this point.
You did. How did you pull that off? That was amazing.
Yeah, still trying to figure that one out myself.
That was so cool.
I mean, his fists must be very strong to resist terminal velocity.
Yeah,
Sure.
I carry Avne off to her room.
Okay.
They're just gonna be giggling and saying random shit.
Avne, I'm
Yeah.
going to move you.
Okay.
Nyum.
Bedtime I go.
All right, Nosnar, do you rejoin everybody, or you go off to yourself?
This is basically getting sleep at night. And what is it like? Early in the evening at this point.
It's like 11 p.m. Yeah.
Guys, it's been fun, but I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm going to go full sleep.
Good night and joy be with you all.
I get which room's my one?
Oh, yes. Your room is this one up here.
Ushna,
Yes, Avne.
can you get me something sweet? I just need it right now.
Pulls out a bit of candy, aims it, and just throws it into Avne's open beak.
Okay, I won't make you roll for that. You do it successfully.
Thank you.
Don't remember lie on your side, not on your back.
Will do.
Usna walks over to his bed and just collapses onto it and just passes out.
Just Family Guy falls. Thump.
Yeah.
Can I test to see how well Shaq has been holding his liquor?
Roll a Constitution check. Sure.
Save or check?
Check.
Check. Okie dokie. 6.
After assessing yourself, you're pretty hammered.
Huh. Thought the food would help with this. Weira. And Weira. And Weira.
Whereas, Cheryl had to step away from the mic for a bit.
It's just the little, like, he sees 3 Weiras. He's like, this is new? Does she have sisters? Hey, Blount! And Blount!
What?
And Blount!
What?
Does everyone just have siblings? They didn't tell me. Are you all triplets?
Either that or they cast mirror image, but I don't think anyone here knows how to do that except me.
He's looking around and he looks at some of the food he has left. I have more food.
Sean,
Goes
you
to
want
reach for
one?
one. It's nothing.
Think you had enough to drink there, big guy. Think it's time to pack it in for the night, don't you?
Back in what? Where?
just sleep it off.
Sleep what off?
The booze.
Why would I want to sleep on the booze?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Rathbone and Rathbone and Rathbone. He reaches up for the one on the left and it's gonna fall.
Rathbone catches you. Yeah, you definitely had enough. Come on, let's get you off to bed, buddy. And he hoists you up almost effortlessly and drapes your arm over his shoulder.
He's gonna mutterly say goodnight to everyone 3 times. Cause he's still saying in threes. So it's like good night, Weira, Weira, and Weira. Good night, Nova, Nova, and he does this for everyone else.
Okay. Just gonna.
Wayward just sort of weakly waves and falls asleep at the table.
I'm just gonna immediately yeet you guys over to your room. So, Rathbone deposits you onto your bed. Shaw, have a good night, dude.
No.
Carefully, don't step on those weapons when you get up.
He doesn't hear a thing.
And he goes and rejoins everybody out in the main room. So, of the players, Nova, Fringle, and Wayra remain. Fringle, I assume that you haven't had much to drink just because you mentioned that. So you're still fairly sober, right?
Yeah, Fringle hasn't really had anything to drink.
Wayward is there, but she is passed out.
Okay, Wayra's passed out. Okay, so Mac casts a spell to lift you up and kind of follows you as he brings you your bedroom. This is Tensor's floating disc, by the way. So, crap.
Just
where
some
did
fun uses of classic spells.
So he brings you to your room and deposits you on the bed. Good night, Green One. And he stumbles his way back out to the main area. So this is when Rathbone decides to check in on Nova, and he takes a seat near him. Hey, buddy, you gonna be all right?
I think so, but does it ever stop?
I'm afraid it doesn't. It never stops, but you just get a little better at dealing with it day by day.
You know, I never really got exactly the goodbye I wanted with my mother either. But it was mostly just when she got really bad, she, so, I sort of knew it was coming. So maybe it was easy at that time, but I didn't know that.
Well, as somebody who's seen the other side and come back, which I know is just absolutely crazy that it happened anyway, I can tell you that he's not in pain anymore. He's in a better place. Safer place.
Nova hugs Rathbone.
Rathbone hugs you back tightly.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Like-
So, oh, good.
No, you go ahead.
So Nova actually also then reaches over for his doll. By the way, does anyone know how to sew? I never quite learned.
I mean, I can cast mending on something. I don't know. I don't know. What do you need? That.
So Nova holds out the doll. It's for Mr. Stitches.
You cast mending on it, and some of the holes that have like worn into it, basically heal themselves. It's still a ragdoll, but it's a more sturdy ragdoll now.
So when I was younger, I wasn't very nice to this doll. It's always getting holes and rips and all of that, but you know, mother always knew how to sew it, and that's why I called him Mr. Stitches, because after a while that's all he really was. But no matter how much I hurt it, he always got better, but I guess people don't work like that.
Well, some of us able to be put back together after being pulled apart.
Well, Rathbun was literally falling apart.
Oh yeah, I wasn't in good shape. Well, then that wizard dude you brought by, I don't know, he I thought it was gonna release me and just send me back to the afterlife, but no, I guess he ended up going instead, and here I am. Still kind of wrapping my head around that one.
You know, he asked me something before he left.
Oh,
He asked me to find his family.
did he give you any names?
Oh yes, he did. So going into Note-chan because it's been literally months.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I remember
Jesus.
correctly. It was Selena in Javieriga.
I do still have some contacts elsewhere. What did he say where to look?
Well, I think the last place he said that he saw them was back in, well, I guess where my mother is from. Sakash. But whether they're still there or not, I don't know.
I'll have my people look into it. I still have some contacts. I'm just everything that was protecting. I just have. I'm definitely at a shortage of people to help physically combat things, but still plentiful with people to give information.
It's did my mother ever fight with you? She would
did not.
sometimes disappear for a long while, so I don't know what she did when she was gone.
We never fought together, but we had some small contact. I've been mostly retired until me and Rathbone went down into the sewers of Fent.
Mm,
Your mother was a strong woman. She was carrying a lot of her own grief, but she was strong.
what
I feel that you're
what
just
kind
as
of
strong.
what kind of grief?
Well, the grief of her, of your, I might be saying a little too much.
I I don't know why it would be too much to say if uh,
Your father didn't leave you. He was captured and imprisoned.
wait,
Bas-
what?
Basically enslaved. The thing with Jinn is they're often captured through magical means to basically act as magical servants and grant wishes. Your father was captured by such a magician, and your mother had no way of finding him. And I tried using my contacts to locate him, but something as precious as a genie lamp, that's something you keep secret, deep secret.
But then that would mean that all this time my mother was hurting too and I didn't know it.
Like I mentioned, she's a strong woman. She was a strong woman. And she carried her grief with grace and strength.
And to think I just thought that he left, but that means that I think I need to find him myself.
Mm. This may have been too much to lay on you right now, but if there's any way I can help with that, I certainly will.
Thank you. It's just if there's anything I can do for my mother now, at least it would maybe be to find my father and you know,
For
I
now,
think she was
though,
sad.
for now, I think you should get some rest there, buddy.
Yeah, I suppose I do think it's getting late.
Do you need help getting to bed?
No, it's fine. I so I did not as much fun as everyone was having. I kind of wanted to keep my mind in focus.
Blount and
But
company nod.
I do thank you for the party though. It was very nice to see everyone smiling.
Well, you'll have your Knoll friend Uznar to thank for that one. He kind of had an impromptu Ateli style wake for them.
I'll be sure to thank him when he's awake. If he wakes up. I
Wish I knew where your cat friend disappeared to, but I have a feeling she does that sometimes.
Yeah, she does that, but she always has her reasons.
Well, let's get everybody off to bed now. So with that, everybody retires to their chambers, and we're gonna take a little break.
Woohoo.
Guys, thank you so much for
Alright.
allowing me to do that.
Of course, man.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
It's our party and we'll drink if we want to. Drink
That's
if
right.
we want
Needed
to.
it.
No, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
It's time to sing a song to grieve for our fallen comrades. Despacito.
No.
News coming from New Zealand. In 48 hours, we are going under total lockdown.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, you're like no flights in or out. You guys are.
No, meaning we're not allowed to leave our house.
Oh,
not-
you're doing that kind.
Yeah, we're
'Cause
not
I
allowed
had
to leave
heard-
our home.
Oh, because I had heard about the closing the island off completely.
Yeah.
But I hadn't heard about the total lockdown. Shit.
Yeah, it was just announced.
Oh, okay. I'll
So
say I'm
48
sure my
hours-
friends in New Zealand have posted about it on Facebook, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we're not allowed to leave our homes for an entire, unless it's an emergency, for an entire month.
Oof.
Yike.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing like getting food is considered on the list there.
Yes, so basically I've texted my landlord basically saying, yeah, I'm going back up to my parents' place for a month. You don't mind putting my rent on hold? So I can help pay around the house?
Yeah.
But
Actually, Peru is the same right now too. My fiance can't leave his house either.
California is right now. New York will be shortly.
Like I
Maine
believe,
isn't yet. Maine probably won't, thankfully, unless things get really bad here, because it is one of the benefits of having a very small, very spread out population.
Oh.
Some of the cities might go on lockdown, but the entire state won't.
it's
In-
it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it.
like Indiana is
I
tricky
do
business
not
because
feel
we're
fine. I do not feel fine. I was lied to, REM. I was lied to.
Okay, then you just listen to Armin by Tool. And just learn to swim.
you see that's why you shouldn't hold your expectations to a 40-year-old song.
That's fair.
Oh Christ! It is 40 years old.
Yeah.
Or like you're like somewhere in that
Yeah.
35 to 40 range.
Yeah,
I don't remember the
it's-
exact year.
Let's see here.
Also, not to interrupt, but Arthur says that you're all a bunch of nerds and he loves you.
Aw.
Yay!
Nerds.
He's a nerd too.
All right.
I identify
I'm-
as geek, thank you.
I'm going to step away and make myself some tea because my throat is dead. Because I spent an hour last night crying over LARP, so yeah. I need some soothing tea on my throat.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to munch on something.
Indiana's tricky business because we're right next to Illinois.
Oh, by the way, it was 1987 when End of the World came out.
Okay, so that would actually put it closer to
30.
33.
Yeah, it's slightly younger than me.
It's like, did D have a music baby?
Sure, why not? I mean, I sang on stream just a moment ago, so
It's a shame I personally don't know any good drinking songs. Although I guess Nova wouldn't know any either, so.
I mean, I only learned that one from The Walking Dead, so. I mean, I've heard it before.
I got it. We'll sing. Crap. What was the name of that drinking song from One Piece?
Fuck, I don't know. I haven't watched One Piece. There's too
Oh,
much of
boy.
it.
Oh boy, now my partner's panicking.
Oh,
I am telling him that will be fine. That everything will be fine.
Cut to that scene from Airplane.
No, I am not. No, I am not allowing you to get in a line and slap him. That is my job when he's been naughty and he needs to be treated like a brat.
Well, partner privileges.
Yep.
Under Fractured Sky, After Dark.
I mean, it is dark outside.
Yeah, it is. Well, for all of us but Dragon, I'm sure it's still light outside there, isn't it, Dragon?
Yeah. Well, sorry, what was that?
What time is it there?
It's about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, see, so plenty of light left.
Although,
Yeah.
actually, what is sunset time for you at this time of year?
It's about going down about 6:30. We're still a few weeks off about having daylight savings down here. Daylight savings in for us down here.
Oh,
And
you
when that
you have daylight savings, but it's on a different week.
It's in April.
Well, that's what I mean, in a different week.
Yeah, so basically the game used to start at 2, but now it starts at 1, and when daylight savings happens for us in April, it's going to start at 12.
Oh boy, get your lunch in before we play then, I guess.
Yeah.
Or immediately immediately after. Oh, shit.
Launch, says Captain Falcon.
Yes.
Actually, I am a little sad that I can't really enjoy those videos anymore.
What? Why?
Oh no, just because of the creator.
Who wait, what videos are we talking about?
Kerbifer?
Oh, okay.
That was where the joke was from.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it took me a minute to recalculate my brain and remember that specific thing. I was thinking just straight up Smash Brothers.
Oh no, as far as I know, Smash Brothers is still fine.
Yeah. Okay, do we have everybody back?
I'm back.
Okay.
I have tea.
Dan, are you back?
Yes.
And Dragon, you're still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alex?
Hello.
Mega's still here because we were talking with him, but we're waiting on Zool. So once Zool gets back in, we'll start.
Tired joke, but that motherfucker.
Right.
I have always wondered what if certain if certain phrases were actually given physical form, like what would a tired joke look like?
Just a really depressed clown. Like, oh.
Probably lays the makeup extra thick to hide the bags under their eyes.
Even the honking nose sounds tired.
Then when you honk it, it's just like a low warbling sound.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to advertise that we were streaming. Oops.
Oops.
Oopsie poopsie. Oh well. We do what we can. Come on, Zool, where you at? There he is.
Party over here.
Zool, are you with us?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, let's rejoin everybody. So first, let me move the tokens to their appropriate spots.
Also, I hope you like what Arthur said.
I'll have to read it in a bit because I don't brain.
Fair enough.
So it's the next day, and everybody is hung over because y'all drank.
Except
Even
Pringle.
Ustar with the 24 in the Constitution.
Uznar and Nova are the only ones that aren't really hung over. I'm not Uznar.
Or Fringle.
Fringle. Fringle.
In Nova, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Pringle and Nova are fine.
Nova did not have enough of the stupid juice,
Hell yeah.
which is a good thing too, because he's starting with his usual morning exercises today.
I'm just gonna say,
like-
Avney's fucking out.
Like, might hear grunting noises from Nova's room.
Oh boy.
Pringle would be on his way to make a very big breakfast. He's hungry.
Avney's out cold.
You know that, Fringle, my boy, you don't have to make breakfast. I can just magic us up some.
True, but personally, I think it tastes better if you cook it.
I suppose.
Do you want anything specific?
Nah, I'm fine. I got me cigar, I got me coffee.
All right. Any of the rest of you?
I think I'm all set. Sure, I'll take a big plate of eggs and bacon. Oh, sausage.
Okay.
A sweaty
Uh,
Nova enters the room.
Looking very steamy today, Nova. Because there's literal steam coming off of you from all the sweat.
Well, you know what? I never noticed that.
Hey Mac, question. Where's the bathroom?
Oh, sorry, I gotta get in the right voice. It's the last door on the right, at the end of the hall.
Okay. Usna walks back out, opens Avney's room, picks up Avney, and drags Avney to the bathroom.
Avney, you're being dragged to the bathroom.
Yeah, I put Avney in front of the lavatory, and go. Well, I could just stand here and just wait, or I could do this. I open Avney's beak and I just shove my hand down her throat
Oh my god.
The hell? Okay.
and do vomiting.
Why? Okay.
Yes,
This is not where I
trust
thought
me.
it was going.
Trust me, it's
Yeah.
to help. Trust me, it's to help Avney wake up from her hangover.
Okay, I guess. Avney, would you be asleep until you get Knoll fingers shoved down your throat?
That's one way to put it.
Also,
Yeah,
I think there's a difference between lexicons in English. When you said lavatory, I thought you meant like the sink.
But no, when I said they're out cold, they're out cold.
All right, well, you wake up vomiting.
There you go. Let it all out.
how did they get over here?
You drank quite a bit last night, so you know, just making sure that we don't make a mess of the safe house.
Oh, thank you. That's rather generous of you.
Okay. Just walks over and just pours a glass of water and just hands it to Daphne.
Just without taking the head away from the toilet, just reaches and grabs it.
So a bit of pre-warning. You kind of started running your beak off a little bit last night, and you mentioned that you got information from Burke about Blount.
Oh no, I could not keep my trap shut.
I stopped you before it got in. Before you said any details, but I think we'll be having a nice group meeting.
Thank you for stopping me.
No problem. No problem. By the way, you chirp in your sleep.
No,
And
what?
just Usna just closed the door and just
Wait,
walks
what?
in,
What
closed
did you
the
say?
door.
Oh, stop! Come back! Oh no!
All right. So, what's Weira up to?
Moira is going to stumble out as soon as I find the window again. There it is. Just stumble out of her room and go get breakfast. She is very practiced at having hangovers.
Morning, Weira.
Morning. Can I get some food over here? More protein, the better.
Right up.
And Fringle is going to come deliver food to everybody. And humming merrily and spinning around, dancing. Just giving everybody food.
Aye. Yes,
His
the
skirt is
the
twirling.
Yes, the dance
Really?
of the sober one at the party last night.
Yep. Yep.
Nova
Just
walks
be
over
glad I'm
and-
making you all food.
Nova walks over and carbonates Weira's water.
Ooh, thank you.
That might help.
All right,
So
Jack. What are you? Oh, sorry.
Let's say she's just like start shoveling food in and just pausing every while to take some drink of some of the water and just like trying to get as much protein and liquids into herself as possible. Because she knows she needs salt and protein and water to make the headache go away. This is not her first hangover by a long shot.
Yep. All right. Now, Shaq.
Jack is slowly getting out of bed, all groggy, and he's gonna make his way to the bathroom.
There's a vomiting bird in the bathroom.
Avne, you've gotta hurry up.
I'm
I've-
trying, Jacques.
I've gotta pee.
I'm trying.
Usna walks over to the end of the corridor and just yells, "Pee in the shower!"
Please don't do it while I'm here.
Wait, what? What you be peeing in the
Shaq.
shower?
Well, Jack is currently doing the pee-pee dance.
Okay, I think
Waiting.
I got it. Now I think I got everything out.
And just
It's
checking a
all
few
yours.
boxes for the stream's content.
Jack hurries in, closes his door, and you just hear, ah.
Nope, getting away from that.
Nope. Jack knows what to do. Gotta get that out of the way.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Avni. What do you want for breakfast?
The usual, please.
Okay.
Then Fringle's gonna come over here and give Avne their food.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does Nova notice signs of vomit?
I mean, I'm sure there would be, yeah.
Nova just kind of like leans his hand over and prestidigitates you to clean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you feeling any better?
A little bit. I really appreciate it yesterday. And kind of like turns to Usnard. Thank you.
Yes, it was very much needed.
Yeah. Don't mention it. Still
Well,
trying to make up in my own way for the whole accidentally hitting you thing.
Right. And Nova, as a wise man once said to all of us, death is not the end. I am
That
very
make it-
tired, excuse me.
Hmm. What's that? Hey, Blau. Do you know that spell when you know, feeling really diseased and poisoned and just feeling like absolute hard crap? Hard crap. I don't know the name of it. All I know is that, you know, you cast it and it makes the person feel really bitter.
I don't think I know that spell. Otherwise, I would have used it on myself.
I think that would be Greater Restoration.
That would be it.
Yeah, by looking at Avne, I think they need supreme restoration for that hangover.
Just blinks one eye after the other.
I think a wish spell is required.
Here's your food, Shaq.
Good.
Literally,
Yeah,
the
snuck
last
in.
person that used Wish died.
Yeah, wish comes with certain risks if you're immortal.
So it's not near omnipotent power. Dang it.
Well,
Well-
I think food is going to be my greater restoration at the moment.
So now what? Blount says dejectedly.
Well, we've mourned. I think we've mourned well enough. So now it's down to brass tacks. How are we gonna find these sons of bitches, and how are we gonna brutalize them?
Everybody's silent.
Well, the last place that we knew that they were was in Seoul. But so I suppose that would really be the only place with leads.
Alright.
Like I said before, I can try to contact my clergy and High Warden for reinforcements if need be.
You're gonna want to be careful with that. Seoul is Samosora clergy territory. And while they aren't combative with each other, there might be a little bit of friction.
I apologize, sir, but I believe this goes beyond the argument.
Nova's hair tennis stands on end when he mentions the Samosora.
And if anything, I might be able to keep things calm. Maybe.
Okay. So Fringle contacts his clergy, asks for help. Avne contacts his clergy, asks for help. I go into the city's underbelly and start breaking a few arms to get information, because at this point they have to be using some underground contacts to get around the CC without being unnoticed and getting supplies in and out. So city underbelly is probably where I'll head to when we get to Seoul.
Jack is stuffing his face and he's gotta swallow it down first and just raise his hand and think, oh, hold on a second. First, Avne, maybe you should hold off on your clergy thing a bit. Aside from what Blount said, what if you called him down? Then Braxton and the others are where they come from. And now there's no one to defend the... Where exactly does your clergy come from?
High Warden.
High Warden. So what if Braxton and the others go to High Warden when the clergy are away?
I suppose I could take some of them, not all of them.
And I know violence is sort of your thing, but if you just start breaking people's arms, they're not gonna really want to trust you with than anything. And how do you know what they're saying is the truth, or not just something to make you stop breaking their arms?
Fine, fine. Breaking arms. This is a term of speech. I know other ways to get people of. I know other people of my how to get people of my type to talk. AKA, we shake a big enough bag of gold in front of their face, and they'll betray you at a drop of a heartbeat.
That might not work with what we're trying to do. That might just drawing the wrong attention. We're on the hunt.
Well,
We're on the...
well, think of it this way: if it draws the wrong attention, aka the Braxton Outlaw sending someone to try to stab me in the back, I have someone. I stop them from stabbing me in the back. I break that guy's arms, and I bring him back to the group for a very, very long interrogation session.
I think he meant more so other people trying to steal said gold.
Exactly.
Or trying to rob you because they think you have gold.
Right. People that are not connected to the cult and the Braxton. And then we're making more enemies, and we're having to track down different leads that may lead to nowhere. We're on the hunt right now. And I think trying to be a bit more subtle is needed. Besides, I've noticed that certain folk, especially among the gods, recognize this, and he holds up the token, and he looks to Blount. It's like they've been returning the phrase of this. I say, strength for the future draws deep from my history, and they say the return phrase back. At the very least, those who know of it will be likely to listen more.
At the same time, you do have to be careful who you show that to.
I don't show it often.
Good. But in other news, what about the quest that Amtare gave to you? The task he set ahead of you?
My idea was to... No, go ahead, Fringle.
I honestly don't know about any of the others, but I'm not even sure how we're supposed to even begin looking for a replacement to a god.
I'll do it.
It's hard stare.
My opinion hasn't changed.
What was your opinion?
Well, I still think that Raspon would be a good person.
You do? Oh.
Well, yeah. I said it before, and I would still say it again.
Oh, I'm just a humble gnoll. I don't think I'm worthy of godhood.
Well, doesn't that mean that you are the best person for it then?
I mean, oh boy.
It's Nova. If we've got to think back on what Amtari told us, that the person who takes his place also meets the requirements: courage, bravery, justice, all that. We met their champions, right? The chosen. They all had something that was part of Amtare, the valor. A person has to meet all of that too, on top of being ready to join the gods, right? What if they don't qualify? All of them. They're not ready. Who knows what will happen? We were never told what would happen if we give this to someone and then they didn't meet the qualifications. We don't know if they'll die. Nothing will happen. We've got to be careful. That's why he gave us 6, 7 of these.
Above game, he gave you 6. One of which
because
is
Ustar wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of which is currently not around because Forrest has gone AWOL.
I believe they give us 6 that, in case we give it to the wrong person, we still have more tries. We have to be absolutely certain who we give it to, and right now, my money's on Oxton, but I'm not going to tell him just yet. I need to see if he's worthy of it.
Whenever he comes around again, we'll discuss it with him.
You might want to hold off for that for now. We don't want to tell him or anyone else everything.
I believe he has a right to know.
Not yet.
Why not yet?
Because we have other things to focus on right now. And you tell someone they can become a god, who knows if they might just start saying they're completely worthy. Oh, I've done this. I'm brave. I think it's more about actions more than words.
Well, of course. We'd still fill him in on what's happening.
I mean, what we could do is that we could slip. I mean, if we truly think that Oxton is worthy of godhood, we could just slip this. We could just slip into his drink. He drinks it.
No.
He drinks it, and boom! He just suddenly wakes up.
No.
Big god.
Uzna, did you not just hear about me saying that we don't know if this will kill someone if they drink it?
We are not roofying someone to godhood. I just really, really wanted to say that.
Wait, I'm confused. What's a roofie?
Don't worry about it, Nova.
It's the ceiling.
You never, Nova. That's what you have to avoid when you're in a very, very shady bar, and there is somebody very skeevy sitting next to you.
As of right now, you're sitting next to Uznar.
So basically, someone like Uznar who threatened to, well, as Wayra so eloquently put it, roofie somebody into godhood.
Yes, but I would. Yeah. Well, first off, I would never go. I'll never stoop so low to do anything like that because I'm not a scumbag.
And yet you offered.
Because the actual roofie requires you to do something much worse afterwards.
Wait, what did I do afterwards?
Let's not get
You
into
do not
that.
want to know.
Let's not get into that.
Let's just you know what? I think we just completely went off conversation here, and we need to take a hard left turn back on.
Sure,
on the conversation.
Okay.
So, hey, just out of curiosity, could I see one of the vials?
Yeah, Jack will take out the flask of god juice and show it to Rathbone.
It's a lot more white and milky than I imagined.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out right now.
Isn't it supposed to be like...
That was bad. Jesus.
It's supposed to be like glowing and like gold colored.
Was it glowing gold or was it clear? I don't know.
Well,
I was
okay.
imagining it was like a clear
I am
silver.
sorry, joke was too easy, and I had to go for it.
It's like a little glass vial, like a fine glass vial, full of like a silvery liquid.
Looks like
and
a
it,
chess piece.
yes, and it looks like a chess piece. It doesn't glow usually, but when Rathbone reaches out to hold it, it starts to glow. Oh, that's weird.
I think that means you might be worthy of it.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
We can try holding it up to everyone else in this room and see what it does.
So the rest of you that have vials, you notice that it doesn't react in the same way.
Yeah, it takes out my own.
Usna walks over to the vial and see if it reacts to him.
It glows dim. It's not reacting at all to you.
Well, do we know if it has an effect? Do we know that it thinks that someone's worthy or not? I'm damn well, because I'm pretty sure the justice part of the requirement I do not meet whatsoever. Everything else I meet quite well.
Blount approaches and just holds his hand up to it, And it doesn't do anything. Could have told anybody that, but okay.
Mac, I think it's your turn.
Oh, all right. I'll humor you. I'll give it a go. It comes up and it glows. Oh,
All right. So
Is it brighter or dimmer than with Rathbone?
it's pretty bright. It's about the same brightness.
Okay.
I think it's because my dad's a god.
That might also be true.
Just full of divine energy.
Jack is gonna hold it up to Fringle to see what it does.
It doesn't glow.
All right. He's just gonna actually just start walking around the room, starting with Waira.
It does not glow.
All right. He's gonna go to Nova.
There's like a small shimmer, but it doesn't glow.
Okay. All right. And then Avne.
A very dim glow.
He's gonna walk away from everyone and then look at it like by himself.
Doesn't glow at all.
It would be great if Tori told us about any of this shit, what it means, but
Well, all
mean,
the stories that I read about gods, they're always very vague about things.
of course they are. Hey, I'm Torre. Oh, you want us to save you and stop the evil thing? Great. How do we do that? Oh, thanks for the instructions. That makes things a lot simpler. Yeah, great.
Well, then where's the fun and adventure in knowing what to do?
But if you held it up
we
to
don't succeed. Yeah, if we don't succeed, then everyone's going to die, no matter who they are.
Also, we're on a time limit, which I don't think we know exactly how long said limit is.
Oh yeah.
As the child of a god, I can tell you, they are very vague about everything.
Of course they are.
Okay.
There's a lot of difficulty communicating with mortals.
I believe we all can speak firsthand when we had those dreams.
Yeah.
Mine especially. Why must you be big, Birdie?
My god is basically just a bunch of trees, so I mean...
Why must you be vague, Morelli, please?
Well, I think Amtari wanted you to carefully consider a choice rather than tell you this is who you have to go to.
Well, that's understandable.
Well, out of everyone I've met so far, I honestly say I agree with Nova in considering Rathbone. But
you guys, that'd be weird.
It's I don't disagree with being careful, but my choice won't change. I don't think, but I won't pressure you, Ratbone. It's I will always have it, and well, if you ever change your mind, you can always ask for it from me.
All right, well, I don't disagree necessarily that I might be worthy. Well, I kind of do, but you know, if everybody wants to, you know, give me a vial, I'll give it a go and see what happens, and I'll do my best.
Well, Rathbone, would you be ready to replace Amtare?
Oh,
Take his mantle?
I don't know if anybody could be ready for that. Oh. But he is the god that I follow, that I serve, that when I was dead, I was in his realm before I was raised as undead.
Then perhaps that contributes to it.
I mean, I've seen how things go in his realm.
So have we.
Oh yeah,
Yard stare.
you mentioned that. Oh. Okay, I just want to go above game for a second. It sounds like somebody's chewing or something into their microphone. Anyway, sorry, back to the game.
Well, well, I can. All we can do is just pass it off to Rathbone. If he wants to do it, he'll do it. If not, well, we've still got 5 more chances to find the right person.
I think if he gave them all to you rather than giving you a single bottle, he meant that everybody would have to agree and give a bottle to who they think would be worth, rather than each bottle being an individual chance. If that makes sense.
Oh, I get it. I get it. We select the candidates, and then he goes in for the final screening process.
Basically.
AKA probably in a nice big battle royale.
Or we all have to pick the person together. We all have the same idea of who we want. We put them all together. That's what I'm getting out of this.
I suppose it doesn't matter in the moment anyway, because we don't have all 6 vials with us here. We'll have to get the cat to agree to it.
Yeah, it would be disrespectful if we made a decision when Forrest wasn't here.
I just wanted to bring it up because I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can. I'll be honest, I'm kind of put into a desperate situation after losing a lot of my employees, so to speak.
Were they really just employees?
They were more than.
Okay. So we know that we have to go to Seoul, and we know that in Seoul we have to find information. Information. We'll keep our investigation low. We'll keep the investigation low to the ground. I think one of the first spots we'll have to look at in Seoul was where our allies fell. See if we can pick up any tracks from there.
But that also might be, I'm sorry to say, but I think that might also be the dangerous option. Because we don't know it's the same thing that ended things is still there.
Well, much like Sir Jock said before, we can see if we can scout ahead.
I could try to get some information out of the clergy, but I'm not entirely sure how much I could actually get.
At this point, really anything would help.
Right.
Well, we could also try to ask the guards if they saw anyone going in or out of the sewers.
Of course.
They are on alert for that, so.
I could pray to Morelle and see what she can tell me.
What is the government like in Seoul?
Omnipresent is a short word for it.
Well, I only ask because, well, thinking about Aberthold and how all of them were able to get around, so easily. I wonder if maybe they had help from others, like much higher. So I'm wondering if maybe the same problem could be said for Seoul.
So a rat in the government. Oh boy, I never punched a government official in the face. This will be a first.
I would advise caution before taking any swings at any politicians in Seoul.
Yes, I agree.
What happens if I do it in secret? Maybe in a book depository.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of JFK stuff recently. My bad.
Ooh.
I'm realizing I'm being a bit too jovial. I'll turn back down on the jokes.
Yeah, anyway.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
What I'm saying is that we might have to be extra careful in Seoul just in case. If there is anyone who is with their group and notices, especially all of us together, that may raise alarms.
I believe if they spot us at all, they'll be all suspicious.
Little bit of advice about being in Seoul. So technically, the King of Seoul is the ruler of all of Seoland, but the real power lies in the governor mayor, the Lord Mayor of Seoul.
Lord Mayor is such a weird title.
It is.
So we curry favor with the mayor. We get on the good side. We try to gain some information that way if we can.
Little warning about the mayor. He's a bit of a snake.
I'm a bit of a lizard.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but yeah.
He's
You know
all
if-
smiles and handshakes on the outside, but he's a politician to the core.
Okay, so play our cards when speaking to him close to our chest. Got it.
Well, when we get there, maybe the first thing I can do is look into some booking and see if money's been tossed around, how much, to who, from who. And maybe that can tell us something.
Definitely use your connections if you have them. My connections to Seoul are minimal, but
I had a small question. I don't know if you would know, but would anyone in Seoul, especially the politicians, know of and either like or hate those of my clan?
it's not likely.
Good to know.
Then this what they're going to see when they see me.
So how? It's like, would the library have open access?
All the libraries are strictly monitored. They are technically open to the public, but like I mentioned, the government is omnipresent in Seoul. You raise too much suspicion, like look into things that normal citizens wouldn't look into, they might be after you.
So we have to pick and choose what we try to research then.
Seoul is a very tight-knit city. Some areas, some citizens aren't even allowed to go into, let alone outsiders.
Is there any of our group that might need to worry about entering?
Well, as much of a tight ship that the city is, it's also very diverse. So I don't believe any of you would raise suspicion by appearance alone, but if you act a certain way, if you raise a few eyebrows, who knows?
I don't think I can go anywhere without raising a few eyebrows.
Man, this city sounds like it's gonna clash my personality hard. Okay. Afne, you have to be with me 24/7.
Already on it.
Thank you.
All right, and with
I'll
that,
help.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else they want to say or do?
Oh, right, I believe it was not mentioned. Mr. Blount,
Yes.
did I say something involving information about you?
You certainly did. You said that you have some information on me. I'm a bit curious as to what it is, but I'm not going to press you on it yet.
Good. I didn't want to say it at an inopportune time, but my drunken self could not manage that. Should I take you in the other room, or
I think that we can wait on that one. Unless you feel it urgent.
I feel it is rather urgent.
Alright then. Let's go to another room and talk.
Just nod. And I just go somewhere private, I guess.
Alright, like, probably your room?
Yeah, probably. Just walk in, close the door.
Alright. So what is it that you want to talk about?
So, Burke met with me in the Morelli Temple and told me some things.
Oh?
One thing involving you, one thing involving Jacques, but I think we already know about all that. And the information seems fairly accurate so far. I don't necessarily trust him, but the information seems to be correct. So I'm just going to ask you. What happened to Fletcher Montrose?
Blount tenses up, and he grips his cane a little bit. What happened was, I was younger, and misguided, and put my trust into something that should not have been trusted in the first place. And in following orders, Fletcher Montrose was one of the many children that were born throughout Solent that we were ordered to take into custody and execute.
You killed a child.
Yes.
I take it this is the same cult?
Yes.
Figured as such. Great. Well, that needs to be correct as well. What else do you know about it?
Dragon, can you mute your mic for a bit?
Sorry.
Well, that's the thing. I don't remember a lot of what happened during those times, just a few blinks and photographs of memories. What I went through is very similar to what your cat friend went through.
The same mark as well.
And he shows you the mark on his forearm. Yes.
Just blocks their own vision of it.
He rolls his sleeve back down.
Just shakily lowers the hand down.
You've seen some of the darkness yourself, haven't you?
Unfortunately. I've seen some of it firsthand. I don't remember much of it, but I know I did.
I'll let you know that I'm not that person anymore. Not that kind of person either. And I seek vengeance for everything that was done to me and everything I was forced to do. That's why
Can I
I'm...
insight?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
insight him to be sure?
Sure.
cool bean. Where are you? There you are. Finally a good roll. Soft 20.
You read him like a book. He is being truthful.
They're set a little more at ease.
Why I sympathize so greatly with your cat friend. We've been marked the same way. We've lost things the same way. And we both fight in our own ways against the rising tide.
Of course. I know this is going to be a long shot, but do you know why or what happened to me? And why I'm so afraid of that symbol?
Not knowing your own experience, I can only guess that you've witnessed some of the dark depravity that happens around people who follow the one that we're not going to name.
Does that mean... How was my birth family involved?
Can you speak up a little bit, Zul? You're...
Sorry, I'm actually whispering as Avne. What does that mean? How will my family be affected?
I'm not certain of that.
Right. And you know what happened to Jacques' plan, correct?
I do.
Right. That Burke led that section.
Indeed.
Alright. I suppose I just wanted to get that information clear. I trust you, but I will still be rather wary of you. Hope you understand.
I definitely understand. And I don't hold any judgment for it.
Good.
One day, I will have to answer for everything that I did. But I'm going to take down as many cultists as I can before that day happens.
That's all I ask for. Thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, unless there's anything else anybody wants to interject with, I think that's a good place to end it.
Yee.
Woo!
All right. Well, that was a session.
Yee.
Once again, D. Sorry, my joking got a bit over the top at the end of it.
That's okay. Just keep a rein on it.
It happens sometimes, unfortunately.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for showing up, everybody who did show up. And if you are watching the YouTube archive, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Just look for those little buttons down below the video. And those of you live on Twitch, if you're here, I am going to send you to... who's on right now?
No hacking is on.
Yeah, let's raid Jesse.
Dope. Bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye, everybody. And there goes the raid.